I'm Jason Griffin. Thanks for being a part of this webcast from jasongriffin.net. Back in 1999, I was a 20-year-old student studying radio in St. Louis. Radio back then was awesome. Me, I was going to be the next Howard Stern. But over the past few years, things changed. Napster, burn your own CDs, satellite radio, iPods, iPhones, and Pandora, they all caused time spent listening and revenue to decrease, while technology made it easier to run a station with fewer people. The end result was that for a lot of people, myself included, we're not in radio anymore. Why? Because things changed. If there's one thing that's certain in life, it's that change is going to happen. Every new year, predictions are made on what will occur, what won't occur, what will stay the same. And while certainly not every prediction turns out to be true, predictions based on solid data have real value. The great part is you don't have to be an economist or have loads of data to see where things are heading. You can get tons of information just by paying attention to current trends and asking yourself, where's all this going? The way you recognize and adapt to change can have dramatic results for you as an individual. Those results can range from damaging to groundbreaking. That's why it's so important to discuss what I've identified as the 5 levels of change engagement. Level 1, being unaware of change. This is a terrible place to be in because in the end, it leaves you high and dry. Everyone can think of people that they've seen in the workplace or trying to land a job where the individual is completely unaware that the dynamics of the workplace or the industry that they work in or the economy as a whole has changed. It can be painful to watch these people because oftentimes they're left struggling, but they can't seem to grasp what's wrong. If you want to make yourself and keep yourself aware of change, you have to pay attention. You have to engage in the world around you and ask why things are the way they are. You have to keep tabs on current trends. The second level of change engagement is being aware of change but resistant. These people are easy to identify. They're the ones we talk about at the water cooler and say, hey, they're resistant to change. Some people are visibly resistant to change, either vocally or through some other actions, and we all understand that their resistance is not going to get them anywhere. But there's another level of resistance that's not quite as obvious, but can hurt you just as much. It's being aware of change, just not doing anything about it. If that's you, you have to confront the reasons why you're not adapting. Perhaps there is a legitimate reason for it. Maybe you feel current changes are just a fad and you should stay focused, but that's making a decision based on solid data. In many cases, however, it's because you're letting something hold you back, and if that's the case, it's time to fix it. Level 3, aware of change and accepting. If this is you, congratulations. You've stayed on top of current trends and you've successfully adapted. You're probably a good employee, and you've managed to keep yourself relevant in today's world. Just know this, if you're at this stage, you've only done the minimum of what you need to do to maintain your place in the world. People at this stage have kept themselves afloat, but they're not exactly going anywhere. If you want to get ahead, you need to get to the next step. That's level 4, embracing of change. It's when you embrace change that you truly become successful. It involves going beyond simply adapting to the world around you, but actively taking advantage of it. Perhaps you've noticed changes in the wants and the needs of the people you serve, and you've turned that into a new profit center for your business or for yourself. Maybe you've embraced new technology and you've put it to work in making you more efficient. Level 4 is where everyone needs to be. But if you really want to have an impact, you need to get to level 5, and that's making change happen. These are the Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Thomas Edisons among us. They're the ones who give us Google, Facebook, groundbreaking medical technology, and new sources of energy. They are the inventors and innovators among us, and they change the world. Over the course of the next 12 months, there's only one thing that can be certain. The lay of the land a year from now will be different than what it is today. Whether you're further behind, getting ahead, or launching a breakthrough depends a lot on how you are engaging change. For more good stuff, make sure to visit my website at www.jasongriffin.net. And until next time, thank you for being a part of this webcast.